Welcome to the next Activision project at Best Buy. We are visiting stores because Destiny 2 video games are now available for purchase. This game comes out on September 6th worldwide. This is why it is extremely important that you start visiting your stores on Wednesday, September 6th, and you finish by September 8th, which is Friday. Your main focus is to audit stores to make sure that this video game is on the sales floor throughout the store.
Dear providers, along with your provided materials, you will receive this document in your Best Buy polybag. This document is only for your Best Buy work orders. Upon arrival to the Best Buy store, when you meet with the store manager, notify them of this opportunity. If they would like, you can tear off this part of your provided document to leave it with them so they can notify the rest of their team. Only on PlayStation 4 will the Destiny 2 expansion pass be pre-attached to the game case. This will allow blue shirts at the registers and in the gaming department to easily offer and add the expansion pass to the game purchase. We appreciate your attention to this detail, and we want to thank you for helping us launch Destiny 2.
Also, we will be updating this display from this current look to the new updated look. You will receive one box from In-Store Focus, and if you are also visiting Target stores, materials for both retailers will arrive in one box. For this project, make sure to bring a measuring tape with you to every store visit and a general tool bag. Bring items such as some flathead screwdriver, Allen key set, and any other general tools that you might have. Now let's quickly go over the manual. For your first step, you will have to log into Lilo. If you do not have your Lilo credentials, please send us an email to projects@instorefocus.com with your full name and your date of birth, and we will reply back to you with your Lilo credentials. Make sure to do this before you visit the store. Now let's go ahead and open the box. Inside you will receive a can of compressed air, Destiny 2 cards, one kit per store. You will receive one poly bag with all Best Buy related documentation. You will receive one manual for the whole project, and approval pages are per store. When you receive the box, make sure to open it, go through all the contents, and if you're missing anything, give us a call so we can reship you any missing items. Now let's quickly go over the scope of work. For your first step, you will need to log into Lilo when you arrive to the store. Make sure to have your Lilo credentials. If you do not, send us an email to projects@instorefocus.com with your full name and your date of birth, and we will respond to you with your Lilo credentials. For your step 2, you will arrive at the sidewalk sign. Make sure to have your approval page ready as you're arriving to the store because we designed it for you to easily check and document all of your answers that are required for this work order. So simply for the sidewalk sign, you will be auditing whether or not it was outside or inside the store and what type of message was on the sidewalk sign. It's supposed to be advertising Destiny 2, so simply check the boxes as you are experiencing your site visit. The other item to audit for step 2 will be the new release fixture. It is located at front of store. Again, use the approval page to document your experience. Destiny 2 video games should be present on this new release fixture in front of store. For step number 3, you will be auditing Destiny 2 game placement in 3 different areas of the store. All of these are located next to each other in the gaming department. First is the Sony inline section. You will be auditing that section to make sure the 12:5 graphic is located. Blue shirts were responsible for placing it. Again, use your approval page to document your experience. Next section is the new release end cap. this end cap is supposed to have a Destiny 2 header graphic and video games on it. And the third section is the Xbox inline section. This section is supposed to have Xbox One Destiny 2 games. As you're auditing games for step 3, make sure that the price tags match where the video games are located. If not, alert the blue shirt for them to place the price tags. Also, don't forget that the approval page has all of the survey answers scenarios in there, so make sure to audit your answers on the approval page. So use the manual and the approval page hand in hand as you're doing your site visits. For step number 4, you will need to locate the Sony DLC board. You will place these 3 cards onto the Sony DLC board, and there are 2 cards that are located on this end cap display that you will need to move from this display to the Sony DLC board. For step number 5, you will be auditing the Destiny 2 shipper display. Now remember, this display is not in all stores, so we will provide you a Google link. You can click on that link and it will tell you if the store has the shipper to audit or not. If your store is supposed to have the shipper but you don't see it in gaming, ask the blue shirt if they have seen it, or when you will be looking for the update box in the back room, you can also try and see this box with the shipper as well. If you do find it in the back room, document it, take maybe a picture of it in the back, and then work with a blue shirt to bring it out to the sales floor. When this shipper was shipped to the store, it did not include Destiny 2 games, so make sure it does have Destiny 2 games, both PS4 and Xbox One version. The other item it did not have, it's provided to you in your manual with the SKU number. You can again work with a blue shirt to make sure it is in the shipper. For step number 6, you will be updating this display from the current look to the new look. For this, you will need to locate the update box in the back room. We will go over that in a second, but make sure to alert the blue shirt in gaming or the store manager that you're about to do this, because it will take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. If you're doing your second or third visit, it will take shorter time because you will already anticipate what to do. We provided you in the manual in the last page with all of the items needed from the store, and these items will either be located in the back room or they might be already on the sales floor depending on the day you visit the store. We designed it in such a way that you can easily work with a blue shirt in the back room or in gaming department because you will require their assistance to locate some of these items. This is the box that you will be looking for in the back room. It will have ISF tape on it. It will have a couple of blue labels on it that will say Activision Marketing Kit, hold for ISF rep. The best way to move this box close to this display is to use a flat shopping cart. Also, make sure you bring 2 shopping carts, regular ones, from the front of the store to this display. Now let's go ahead and open this box. Be careful when you unbox this box contents because there are items in side pockets that you will need. So make sure to remove everything, including packaging, and look in every single area to find everything you need for this project. At the top, you have your basket. This is packaging. You will have 3 baskets in total. There is a graphic sleeve that has a lot of parts in it. You have large Destiny 2 cards. That was in the side pocket. You have your instruction manual. You have other parts in polybags. More packaging. And you have your third and final basket. And everything else is just packaging, but you can pull it all out. Make sure there's nothing in it. Make sure to keep your area clean. So put all the packaging back inside. Inside the update box, you will have an instructional manual that will walk you through all the necessary steps to convert this display from this old look to the new look. First step of this manual is to remove all product and merchandise from the display and put it into the reuse shopping cart. Notice that some of these games will go back on the new look and some of them will go and be placed within the gaming department. Destiny 2 pre-sale cards are trash. You can destroy these at the store. Call of Duty pre-sale cards and the zombie cards will be reused and placed on the new display. So put these in their reuse. And if your store has the Control Freak items, again, put them in the reuse shopping cart. Next step calls to remove these 3 baskets. Some of your stores have these secured with an Allen screw. They're right below the first basket. And there's Velcro that you will have to release. All of that is called out in your manual. Once you release all that, simply lift this 3 baskets up and towards you. They have hooks on the back, but this will be trash. Before trashing it, destroy all Activision graphics. You can also save some of the price tags because they will be used again on the new display. But this is all trash. Next step calls to remove the metal box and the 12-peg hooks. Before removing the box, you can remove the graphic. Make sure to destroy this graphic. Simply lift it out and pull it towards you. There's just simple hooks on the back. 12 pegs, you can just lift them up. These are trash. Next step is to remove these 4 bars. Now, 2 of them we will use on the new display, and 2 you will trash. As you remove them, pick the 2 best looking towel bars, the ones that have less scratches and less bent parts. Next is to remove the side panels and to destroy these graphics. Save the screws, but destroy this panel, and this old acrylic cover is also trash. Again, you want to destroy this, rip this up, but save the screws. This poly bag was provided in the update box. It has a cleaning cloth. You want to make sure to locate it. For the next step, you will need a cleaning cloth and compressed air. Make sure to wipe the display completely. Make sure the magnetic graphic is centered under the TV. If you have price tags on your base deck, remove them. Make sure these panels are centered. The scanned air. Use it on the speakers. If you run out of this air, let us know. We could maybe ship you a new can, or you can buy it at Best Buy and expense it, and ISF will pay you back. At this time, you want to take a picture of this display in this condition. The reason for this photo is to ensure that you show us that you adjusted the backer panels, that they're connected like this. There's no gap. They're attached correctly, so you can't see through them. And the base deck is clean, and the whole display is clean before you start putting on new parts onto the fixture. The next part of the manual is to install new items. For this step, it is very critical that you prepare yourself. And to do that, we suggest bringing some masking tape or a marker that you can wipe the mark afterwards. But you have to pre-mark your slots on the left and on the right with the given numbers that we gave you. It's very important that the slots are correctly spaced and marked before you hang the baskets. Here's an example of what we did. I started counting the slots from the bottom up, and I'm counting this as a slot. So if you see even a little bit of the slot above the base deck, you count it as one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I did this on the left side, followed this diagram, and I did this on the right side. Now that we pre-marked our slots, we will begin with installing baskets. You will notice that you have 3 baskets. 2 of them are identical, and 1 of them has pushers and has dividers that are pre-welded. We will start with this basket, and we will go from down and work our way up. You will notice that I'm installing it at an angle. That's it. It's that easy. You want to make sure to peel the protective film off from our price channel. Make sure to get all of it. And you will notice that it's hovering right above the base deck. Next, you want to hang one of the towel bars that you had on the old display. Next, you want to hang the next basket. Again, remove the protective film. Next, you want to hang the towel bar. And finally, this basket. Now, this one will be challenging because it will hit this header. And you will remove the protective film. For the next step, we will be working on merchandising the header. For this, you will need acrylic covers, 2 graphics, these peg hooks. So to start, you want to peel this protective film off. It's white, and it should come off from both sides. Make sure to have your cloth, if it's still clean, use it to wipe it down. You want to take your graphic, line it up with holes so they match, and make sure that Destiny goes on the right side. You can either use the screws, the old screws, or we provided you replacement screws. This peg hook only installs one way. You will see the angle is pointing up. This is the right side up. You will install it like this, all the way in and up, and then down. Like this. To finish merchandising, you were provided with these larger size cards inside the update box. Place the Destiny expansion pass on the right and the digital deluxe cards on the left. For the Call of Duty side, zombie cards on the right, and the Call of Duty pre-sale cards on the left. If you are missing these cards, look around the store. If you still can't find them, place these like that. But ideally, we want to see this look. For the next step, we will be installing out-of-stock graphics. You will notice two are the same and one has games printed on it. This is for the top basket. Simply pull it all the way through behind the pre-welded dividers and push it back up. And you will notice that they will line up and it will stand up by itself. During our installation, we noticed an error. We said on number 2, tuck the graphic under wire, and actually you're going to tuck it under this metal piece. So how to install these? Tuck it behind this like that. Next, you will find these two sheets. Simply place them in the bottom of the basket, on the middle, and for the next step, you will need these black metal peg hooks. They will hang on this towel bar underneath the top basket. You will need this piece. It's a plastic holder from a blue shirt, and it will hang on this little metal weldment, and that's where the price tag will go. On your last page of your main manual, it's indicated on there. In your hardware pack, we gave you these white discs. Simply punch a hole through it and put it on the peg hook. For the next step, we will be merchandising the top basket. There are games that go into this top basket that you will find in your reuse shopping cart. Simply match what is on the back of this card. Make sure to place them in front of the pusher. Now, most stores have these in security cases. These games, if the store does not place actual merchandise onto the sales floor, inform them that you have dummy cards. We provided you with some dummy cards. And these dummy cards are for both PS4 and Xbox One. And these can be placed into the security case and then be placed in the shelf. It is extremely important that these dummy cards in security cases or actual games are inside the basket, merchandised on this display. You want to fill these up, as many as you can get. Next, we will continue with merchandising the baskets. Make sure you have shelf dividers and make sure to have the merchandise, the product. What we have here at Insert Focus right now might not look exactly as what you will have in the store. Make sure to connect with the blue shirt on price tags and the POG and consult with them on the page that we provided you in the manual because the SKU numbers are correct. The product images might slightly look different in your store. I will now place product as we were provided. So these go all the way on the left in the middle basket. We have control-free Call of Duty on the left. They hang on these peg hooks. And Control Freak for Destiny 2 is on the right. Then we have Call of Duty water bottles. So space this out. Headphones here. We have the tank. Here. Fit as much product as you can. And the rest of the items we don't have on hand, but again, they should be at the store. You should place them as full as possible. And then the price tags go into this channel for the games and the product. Make sure the correct price tag lines up with the product. To install this divider, simply locate the hook part and hook it over this front wire and clip it to the back shelf. You want to place these wherever you are separating the product. You can separate your water bottles. So here's your Destiny. This in. Here. That. Here. Gives it a nice organized look. You will have plenty of extra shelf dividers. Add them in the middle basket all the way to the right. So you can leave all of them here so they're still connected to the display in case we need them in the future. During the design of this update new look, we made sure that Best Buy supplied metal peg hook, and you will also notice that Best Buy supplied silver towel bar like this. They will work with this display. So if you need additional peg hooks, additional bars, as you're merchandising this section, in order for it to look the best, you can work with a blue shirt on getting additional parts that are store supplied in order to make this section look even better. One example of using their supplied hook with all of this merchandise is, for example, this product comes in an assortment, so you might want to separate that assortment by hanging one additional product on the peg hook up above it and the other assortment below it. If you need to adjust the metal bar so it hangs higher, you can do that by simply moving this bar up one slot. For the next step, we will be installing side fins. The Call of Duty side is on the left, so we will start with that one. First step is to flip the side up to make a complete fin installation. You will notice that there are some magnets. The hardware was supplied. You will need one, calling it a Christmas clip, and this fin clip. So you will simply line it up with the side of the display. This clip connects to the top basket. Then this fin clip, you can remove the adhesive. Make sure the adhesive is facing out, connected to the car guard, and then gently press the side fin. Now we will connect the right side, the Destiny side. Make sure to flip up the fin This is the full fin. Line it up with the display. You will see that ISF support information is at the top. You will want to take this clip and connect it to the top basket, push it all the way through. Okay, show the inside. Okay. We've now successfully updated the display to the current new look. Hopefully you will appreciate the new look. It's a lot less to maintain and to clean and to update. At the end, you want to make sure that the reuse cart that you have, all of that merchandise is placed within the gaming department. If you're not sure where it goes, ask a blue shirt. And the trash cart, you want to bring it to the back room and ask the blue shirt in the back room where's their trash can, and you want to make sure to dispose of it properly. Do not just leave it there for someone else to clean up. We want to make sure that we leave the store as we found it. On the approval page, after you successfully update this display, you want to indicate and tell us that you found the update box, and if everything was successful, that's great. Check that box. If there was any merchandise missing while were placing it on the display, you want to indicate and let us know what was missing, or if there was any other challenges that you came across. If you did have any challenges, please take a picture of showing us maybe the product was out of stock, or maybe there was a fitment issue or anything else. Just let us know by using pictures is the best way to document your challenges. The next step, not for all projects, but for some projects, you will have step 8, which is to audit Destiny 2 PTQ tray within the home theater department. It will be located in the Sony 4K HDR gaming section, and it should be on the base deck. Blue shirts were responsible for placing this PTQ tray with Sony Destiny 2 games. So if you find it, great, take a picture. If not, inform the blue shirt that they still need to do that. Make sure to check your project numbers. There are 4 project numbers for Best Buy. Each project varies from store to store slightly, so double check your project numbers, double check to make sure the approval page matches the project number. On your approval page, make sure to fill out the part that is meant for you. At the end of your store visit, meet with the store manager, walk them through the scope of work, inform them what was missing, what wasn't missing, what was good, what was bad. Have him fill out the bottom part, get his name, signature, date. Visit date is very important for us as well for this project because it is date sensitive. And if you have any questions, feel free to call In-Store Focus. And from all of us here, we want to thank you for doing our work orders. Activision thanks you for doing their work orders as well. If you got some freebies from us in your boxes, enjoy them or give them to Blue Shirts as you establish good working relationships at stores.